Hola y bienvenido a Uplingua, día número 4. Hello and welcome to Uplingua, day number 4 of our 30-day challenge, Spanish edition. The first rule we're working on today is a repeat. IST words in English become ISTA words in Spanish, so we add an A to the IST words in English. Baptist becomes Baptista. Baptist becomes Baptista. Baptista. Internist becomes internista. Internista. Internist becomes internista. Here's a new rule. We're looking at the past tense of words. We know that TION words become CION words. However, if you remove the CION and add an E, that becomes the past tense of the word you just used. Let's look at a few examples because that might be a little complicated. Preparation would become preparación. Preparation would become preparación. However, if you remove the CION and you just add an E, it would become preparé, preparé, which would be prepared. It would be the past tense of preparation. Invitation would become invitación because we have the TION becoming a CION word. So we have invitación. Now if you remove the CION and add an E, it becomes invité. That E is pronounced E, E. Invité, which would be invited, like I invited Michael. Yo invité a Michael. Invité. Celebration becomes celebración when you convert the TION to a CION. However, once you remove the CION and add the E, it becomes celebré. Celebré, that would be the past tense of celebrate. I celebrated Anna's birthday. Yo celebré el cumpleaños de Ana. I celebrated at the party. Yo celebré en la fiesta. Now let's look at present tense of words. But we're still with the TION becoming CION words. Now if you remove the CION and add an A or an O, remember we're doing this based on gender. O would be masculine, A would be feminine. We get the present tense of the word. Preparation becomes preparación. And if you remove the CION and add an O, you get preparó. Preparó. Invitation becomes invitación, and as we saw before, if we take away the CION and just add the O, invitó. Invitó. Celebration becomes celebración, and if we take away the CION, it becomes celebró. Celebration becomes celebró. Now let's look at the future tense of some of these words, using again words ending in TION. Remember the TION converts to a CION, and then you add AR after removing that CION. That is the future tense of these Spanish words. Preparation becomes preparación. Once you remove the CION and add the RAR, and become preparar. Preparar. Invitation becomes invitación. We remove the CION and add the AR. It becomes invitar. Invitar. I am going to invite Michael. Yo voy a invitar a Michael. I am going to invite my cousin. Yo voy a invitar a mi primo. Celebration becomes celebración, and if you take away the C-I-O-N, it becomes celebrar, celebrar. I am going to celebrate with my friends. Yo voy a celebrar con mis amigos. Celebrar is the future tense of celebración. Now it's conversation time. Let's see how well you do in listening in on a very basic continued conversation. La persona llega al restaurante. Llega temprano. The person arrives at the restaurant. They arrive early. Hola, reservas a cargo de Carlos, para dos. Hello, reservas is reservations. You can guess that from the word because it looks like reserve. A cargo de Carlos, under Carlos, para dos, for two. Hola, reservas a cargo de Carlos, para dos. Hi, reservations under Carlos, for two. Claro, por aquí. ¿Se unirá pronto la otra persona? Of course, here. Will the other person be joining you soon? Claro, it's clear. Por aquí, here, through here. Se unirá pronto. Will the other person be joining you soon? Se unirá pronto la otra persona. Otra persona is other person. Sí. Por favor, muéstrele la mesa cuando llegue. Sí, por favor, muéstrele la mesa cuando llegue. Sí is yes. Por favor is please. Muéstrele is show him. La mesa, the table. Cuando, when. Llegue, he arrives. Sí, por favor, muéstrele la mesa cuando llegue. Yes, please show him the table when he arrives. Por supuesto, señor. Aquí está nuestro menú. Por supuesto, señor. Of course, sir. Aquí está nuestro menú. Here is our menu. Por supuesto, señor. Aquí está nuestro menú. Of course, sir. Here's our menu. Prefiero sentarme lejos de los baños. ¿Puedo sentarme hacia el frente? Prefiero sentarme. I prefer to sit. Lejos de los baños. Far from the bathrooms. ¿Puedo sentarme? May I sit? Hacia el frente, in the front. Por supuesto, señor. We've seen por supuesto, señor, just a second ago. Of course, sir. ¿Quiere tomar algo mientras espera? Would you like to drink something while you're waiting? Now, interestingly enough, you saw previously in one of our responses, ¿Quieres tomar una manzana? Would you like to take an apple? The word tomar means drink as well as take. So here it would be quiere tomar algo mientras espera. It would be, would you like to drink something while you're waiting? Espera is wait. Mientras is while. Algo is something. Quiere tomar is would you like to drink. So quiere tomar algo mientras espera is would you like to drink something while you wait. Sí, me gustaría un vino tinto, por favor. Sí is yes. Me gustaría. I would like. Un vino, a wine. Tinto is red. It actually is in fact the word tint from English, or tinted. However, that is the word that's used for red wine. Por favor. If you're looking at white wine, it would be vino blanco. Blanco is the appropriate translation, or the direct translation for white. However, we don't use rojo, which is red, when we're talking about red wine. We use tinto, or tinted wine. Sí, me gustaría un vino tinto, por favor. Yes, I'd like a red wine, please. Por supuesto. Enseguida. Por supuesto, we know. We've seen before, it's of course. Enseguida means right away. Gracias por el vino. Thank you. We know gracias is thank you. Por is for. Por el vino, we know from the prior, is the wine. Thank you for the wine. Gracias por el vino. ¿Quiere un poco de pan mientras espera también? ¿Quiere un poco de pan mientras espera también? ¿Quiere, would you like, un poco, a little, de pan of bread mientras, while, espera, también, espera, we know is wait, and también is also. Would you like a little bread also while you wait? ¿Quiere un poco de pan mientras espera también? Sí, gracias. Parece que mi amigo llegará tarde. Sí, we know is yes, gracias, thank you. Parece, it looks like, que mi amigo llegará tarde. That my friend, llegará is will arrive, tarde is tardy. It's very similar to the English word tardy, except the English word tardy obviously ends in a Y. But the appropriate translation to Spanish is tarde, for late. Sí, gracias. Parece que mi amigo llegará tarde. Yes, thank you. It looks like my friend's going to arrive late. No hay problema, señor. El pan saldrá enseguida. No hay problema. There is no problem, señor. Sir, no problem, sir. El pan, the bread, saldrá, will come out enseguida, soon. So, no problem, sir. The bread will be out soon. No hay problema, señor. El pan saldrá enseguida. Now it's your turn to try and repeat. Ahora es tu turno de repetir. Hola, reservas a cargo de Carlos para dos. Try repeating that. Hola, reservas a cargo de Carlos para dos. Claro, por aquí se unirá pronto la otra persona. Let's try repeating that. Claro, por aquí se unirá pronto la otra persona. Sí, por favor muéstrele la mesa cuando llegue. Let's try repeating that. Sí, por favor muéstrele la mesa cuando llegue. Por supuesto, señor. Aquí está nuestro menú. Let's try repeating that. Por supuesto, señor. Aquí está nuestro menú. Prefiero sentarme lejos de los baños. ¿Puedo sentarme hacia el frente? Let's try repeating that. Prefiero sentarme lejos de los baños. Puedo sentarme hacia el frente. Por supuesto, señor. ¿Quiere tomar algo mientras espera? Let's try repeating. Por supuesto, señor. ¿Quiere tomar algo mientras espera? Now it's your turn to respond. Let's see if you can choose the appropriate responses based on the prompts in the script we just looked at. Hola, reservas a cargo de Carlos para dos. What is the response based on the script? Option 1, claro, por aquí. Se unirá pronto la otra persona. Option number 2, buenas tardes, señor. ¿A dónde? Or option number 3, vamos a ver una película. What do you think is the best option based on the prior script? The right answer is the first, claro, por aquí se unirá pronto la persona. So we have hola, reservas a cargo de Carlos para dos. Hi, reservations under Carlos for two. And the response is claro, por aquí se unirá pronto la otra persona. Of course, right this way. Will the other person be joining you soon? Option number 2, buenas tardes, señor. ¿A dónde? Good afternoon, sir. Where to? That is reminiscent more of the taxi conversation we heard before. And option number 3, vamos a ver una película. We're going to see a movie. Neither of those two last options seem like appropriate responses to hola, reservas a cargo de Carlos para dos. The most appropriate response would be claro, por aquí. Se unirá pronto la otra persona. Or, of course, right this way. Will the other person be joining you soon? Sí, por favor, muéstrele la mesa cuando llegue. Sí, por favor, muéstrele la mesa cuando llegue. What is the best response based on the prior script? Option 1, por supuesto, señor, aquí está nuestro menú. Or, second option, ¿cuánto cuesta el vestido? Or, third option, hay un accidente en la calle. Choose what you think is the best response based on the prior script. The best response is the first response. Por supuesto, señor. Aquí está nuestro menú. So, por favor, muestre la mesa cuando llegue. Should be responded to with por supuesto, señor. Aquí está nuestro menú. The other two responses, ¿cuánto cuesta el vestido? ¿Cuánto we know is how much. Cuesta, costs. El vestido is the dress. How much does the dress cost? That doesn't seem to be a very good response. Or, hay un accidente en la calle. There's an accident on the street. Neither of those two last options seem to be very viable responses. Prefiero sentarme lejos de los baños. ¿Puede sentarme hacia el frente? What is the best response to that based on the prior script? Option 1, esta es una hermosa celebración. Option number 2, este es un periódico independiente. Or, option number 3, por supuesto, señor, ¿quiere tomar algo mientras espera? What do you think is the best response? I hope you chose the third option. Por supuesto, señor. ¿Quiere tomar algo mientras espera? The appropriate response to prefiero sentarme lejos de los baños. ¿Puedo sentarme hacia el frente? Would be por supuesto, señor. ¿Quiere tomar algo mientras espera? The other two options of esta es una hermosa celebración or this is a very nice party and este es un periódico independiente or this is an independent newspaper don't seem to be appropriate responses. Okay, let's have you repeat based on the prior conversation. Sí, me gustaría un vino tinto, por favor. Let's try repeating that. Sí, me gustaría un vino tinto, por favor. Por supuesto, enseguida. Let's try repeating. Por supuesto, enseguida. Gracias por el vino. Let's try repeating that. Gracias por el vino. ¿Quiere un poco de pan mientras espera también? Let's try repeating that. ¿Quiere un poco de pan mientras espera también? Sí, gracias. Parece que mi amigo llegará tarde. Let's try repeating that. Sí, gracias. Parece que mi amigo llegará tarde. No hay problema, señor. El pan saldrá enseguida. Let's try repeating that. No hay problema, señor. El pan saldrá enseguida. Just as before, it's your turn to respond based on the prompts from the prior script. Let's take a look. Sí, me gustaría un vino tinto, por favor. What is the appropriate response to that? Option 1, por supuesto, enseguida. Option 2, no gracias. Option 3, la computadora no funciona. Take a few seconds and choose what you think is the best response based on the prior script. I hope you chose por supuesto, enseguida, of course, right away. Sí, me gustaría un vino tinto, por favor. Yes, I'd like a red wine, please. Por supuesto, enseguida, of course, right away. The other two options don't seem to be appropriate responses. No, gracias, no, thank you. Or the third option, la computadora no funciona. The computer isn't functioning or isn't working. That might be a response if the restaurant's computer's down and they're not able to deliver the wine, but usually, yes, right away would probably be the better response. Gracias por el vino. Gracias por el vino. What is the appropriate response based on the script? ¿Quiere un poco de pan mientras espera también? Or, por favor, tenga 5 botellas de vino gratis. Or, esta iglesia es baptista o católica. What do you think is the best response based on the prior script? The right response would have been the first one. Quiere un poco de pan mientras espera también. Would you like a little bit of bread while you wait as well? Gracias por el vino. Thank you for the wine. Quiere un poco de pan mientras espera también. Would you like a little bit of bread while you wait as well? The other two options, again, don't seem to go as well. The second option, por favor, tenga 5 botellas de vino gratis. Please take 5 bottles of wine for free. Or, Esta iglesia es baptista o católica? Is this church Baptist or Catholic? Don't seem to be very good responses, although I guess you could equate wine with a Catholic church, but generally I'd say the first response is the best. Gracias por el vino. Quiere un poco de pan mientras espera también. Sí, gracias. Parece que mi amigo llegará tarde. Sí, gracias. Parece que mi amigo llegará tarde. What is the best response based on the prior script? Option 1, la invitación está sobre la mesa. Option 2, el problema es que no tenemos un internista. Or option number 3, no hay problema, señor. El pan saldrá enseguida. Choose what you think is the best response based on the prior script. The best response would have been option 3. No hay problema, señor. El pan saldrá enseguida. Not a problem, sir. The bread will be out shortly. Sí, gracias. Parece que mi amigo llegará tarde. Yes, thank you. Looks like my friend is going to be late. No hay problema, señor. El pan saldrá enseguida. Not a problem, sir. The bread will be out shortly. The other two options, la invitación está sobre la mesa, the invitation is on the table, or el problema es que no tenemos un internista. The problem is we don't have an internist. Don't seem to be appropriate responses here. Gracias de nuevo por juntarse con nosotros aquí en Uplingua. Thank you again for joining us here on Uplingua. The next step is to, as always, log into the Uplingua platform and put into practice what you learned today. El próximo paso es montarse en la plataforma de Uplingua y practicar lo que aprendió hoy. Gracias.